Okay, so this problem is number 4 on your worksheet. So we're getting one of the problems that you need to do done together. So this should help you guys all with your homework. So this is again on your worksheet, not on your notes. This is looking at a quadratic equation. I know that it's quadratic because it starts with an x squared in it. It has a degree 2 because the highest exponent is a 2. So I know that it's a quadratic equation. Um, if you don't remember, quadratic equations are always of the form ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, so in this case, we want to start out with, first of all, finding the axis of symmetry. Remember that quadratic equations make parabolas when we graph them, and that's what's going to happen. So we want to find out start by finding our axis of symmetry. And if you don't remember, our axis of symmetry is negative b over 2a, and sometimes people can't remember where they get the a and the b from. So the a comes from the number that's in front of the x squared, and the b comes from the number that's in front of the x. So in this case, my a is 1, and my b is the number in front of the x, which is negative 4. Okay, so when I do negative b over 2a, I will do the opposite of negative 4 over 2 times 1. So the opposite of negative 4 is positive 4 over 2, which just comes out to be 2. So that means that my axis of symmetry is x equals 2, which is a vertical line, and it should cut that parabola in half. Okay? Then I want to find, I'm actually going to find the vertex next, and you get the vertex by taking the axis of symmetry and plugging it back in to the equation. Okay, and the vertex and the max and the min actually will end up being the same thing. So I am going to take my axis of symmetry and I'm going to plug it back into the equation. And so I'm going to go f of 2 equals 2 squared minus 4 times 2 plus 4. And so I get 4 minus 8 plus 4. And I get 4 minus 8 is negative 4 plus 4 is 0. That gives me the y coordinate of my vertex. So my x coordinate came from my axis of symmetry. My x coordinate is right here, which is 2. And my y coordinate I get from plugging that value back into the equation, and I got 0. So my vertex is 2, 0. Okay. I can tell in this problem that this will be a parabola that opens up. And the reason I know it opens up is because my a is positive. The number in front of my x squared term right there is positive. So I know this will be a parabola that opens up, which means I'm just sketching this right now, but it's going to be a parabola that looks something like that in the end. Okay, and because it opens up, I know that my vertex is my minimum value. Okay, it's my low point on my graph. So this is what I want you to say. The min is, and the minimum is going to be your y value, 0, when x is 2. Okay, that's what I want you to say. I want you to write a little sentence there. It is a minimum value in this case, not a maximum value. Again, you give me my y, and then you tell me where it happens at when x is whatever. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and graph this. In this case, my a, or my number in front of my x squared term, is a positive 1. Okay, so I'm going to kind of follow this little cheat chart that's down here. When a is 1, I start from my vertex, and I will go up 1, right 1, and then up 3, right 1. Okay, and then parabolas are symmetric, so I can also go up 1, left 1, and up 3, left 1. And my parabola will look something like that. If your a value is negative, you should go down instead of up. So you would go down 1, right 1, and down 3, right 1. Okay, but that's what my parabola should look like. And now I'm going to focus on finding my domain and my range. Okay, your domain, remember, is what your x values can be. So if you kind of think about moving your pencil, and you can't see a pencil, so I'm going to draw a vertical line, but if you think about moving your pencil and sliding it across the graph this way, and realizing that your graph is going to continue to get wider and taller as it goes. There will, oops, oh, that's not what I want to happen. There will not be a spot where your graph, where your pencil or your vertical line in this case, doesn't touch the graph, okay? So your domain should be all reals. So in interval notation, it goes from negative infinity to positive infinity. And in set notation, it'll be the set of all x, such that x is a real number, or you can write it like this. X is an element in the real numbers. That means it's all real numbers, okay? Or you can even write a sentence if you want. X is all real numbers, okay? Your range, on the other hand, is your y value. I'm going to get rid of that here. And I'm going to draw a new one. Your range is your y value. So now you want to think about moving your pencil up and down on the graph. Okay. So as I'm moving my pencil or my vertical or my horizontal line in this case up and down, I'm not hitting the graph right here. Hitting the axis of symmetry does not count, by the way. Okay. I am not hitting the graph until I hit right here where my y value is 0. And then I hit the graph, hit the graph, hit the graph, hit the graph. So it's hitting the graph as long as my y values are 0 or bigger. Okay, so my range would be set of all y's such that y is greater than or equal to 0, or from 0 to positive infinity. Notice that I have a bracket there because it can be exactly 0. Okay, and that is number 4 from your worksheet. So you've got one problem done, I believe. All right, something else on there? I don't think so. Okay, that problem's done.